Thank you so much for being here this evening, everyone. I think we're going to go ahead and get started.
Good evening. On behalf of Coconino Community College and our district governing board, it is my pleasure to welcome you to our spring 2026 nurses pinning ceremony. Yes, yes. My name is Eric Heiser, and I have the privilege of serving as the sixth president of Coconino Community College. And before we begin this evening, I would like to point out two members of our district governing board that are here with us this evening, Dr. Nat White and Miss Patricia Garcia. Thank you, Trustees White and Garcia, for being here and your continued support of our students in our nursing program and the communities in which we serve. So tonight is one of those evenings that reminds us why community colleges matter so much. We're not just celebrating the completion of a program, we're celebrating a group of students who are stepping into one of the most important, most trusted, and most demanding professions in our society. Nursing is not simply a job, it's a calling. It combines science, skill, compassion, judgment, patience, and on some days, probably more caffeine than any human being should reasonably consume. But more than anything, nursing is about presence. A nurse is often the person who notices the change before anyone else does. The person who sees the pain behind the patient saying, "I'm fine." The person who catches the detail that changes the course of care. The person who helps a family understand what is happening, the person who brings calm into a room when everything feels uncertain. And the research backs up what patients and families already know. Nurses save lives. The American Nurses Association notes that registered nurses are crucial to delivering care, closing health disparities, and improving health across the country. It's a powerful reminder that nursing is not just a part of healthcare. Nursing is healthcare. To our students being pinned this evening, that is the profession that you are all entering tonight. You're entering a profession where your knowledge will matter, your hands will matter, your voice will matter, your instincts will matter, but most of all, your humanity will matter. There will be days when you go home knowing that you did make a difference. There's also going to be days that you go home tired in a way that is hard to explain to anyone who's not done the work. So I want to say this clearly. Take care of yourselves. That's not a throwaway line. It's not something we say just because it sounds nice at a ceremony. It's part of being a good nurse. National Academy of Medicine says that clinician well-being is essential for safe, high-quality patient care. In other words, caring for the caregiver is not separate from caring for the patient. It's how we make sure that patients receive the very best care. So as you move forward, please remember this. You cannot pour endlessly from an empty cup. Rest matters. Boundaries matter. Asking for help matters. Finding colleagues who understand the work matters. Laughing when you can matters. And giving yourself grace matters. Because your patients will need the very best version of you. Not a perfect version, not the superhero version, the healthy, grounded, compassionate version of you. There's an old truth in healthcare that everyone eventually learns. Never ignore the nurse. A physician may walk into a room with years of training, a chart full of information, and a very impressive title, but the nurse has been with the patient all shift. The nurse knows that the patient who says they just look a little tired doesn't look right. The nurse knows when the family member in the corner is scared but trying not to show it. The nurse knows when a patient is about to ask for ice chips, pain medication, a warm blanket, and the meaning of life all in the same breath. And somehow nurses know all of this before anyone actually says it out loud. It's not magic, it's training, it's experience, and it's listening. It's paying attention. It's what happens when skill and compassion come together. So to our nursing graduates tonight, you receive your pin, but what you truly earned is the trust that comes with it. Wear that pin proudly, serve with courage, lead with compassion, take care of your patients, take care of each other, and please take care of yourselves. We're proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the difference that you will make in healthcare. Congratulations to the Coconino Community College Nursing Class of 2026.
Good evening. My name is Mark Messia. I'm the Dean of Career and Technical Education. It's my pleasure to have the nursing program in my building and kind of under my general guidance, but really personally want to thank our nursing staff and faculty that are seated right in front of me here for your dedication and your contributions to the success of this class. More importantly than that, I thank you all, along with your family and friends, for what you're about to do and your dedication to your profession. And I just invite you to take a look out there and see the crowd that's seated behind you. They've been behind you and with you this whole journey, and they will continue to be with you throughout your careers. So I'd like to recognize everybody else in the audience and help you out. So on Monday, our commencement ceremony will recognize your academic achievements. Tonight's ceremony represents something deeper, the transformation of your education at Coconino Community College into the identity, responsibility, and legacy of nursing practice. Personally, I've seen that identity, responsibility, and legacy carried out so often. Recently, had a few minor medical issues myself, and it was a CCC student watching an IV get started on me. It was a CCC nursing graduate that did some pre-op, supported me, and was really, I was comforted by that. I knew where y'all came from, and you're now a part of that legacy as well. I've also seen that at the birth of my kids, through the compassion shown in home health care for friends, and the calm, steady voice of a flight nurse responding to an incident that I was on 45 minutes out from a helicopter, and on the quiet dignity provided in the final moments of a loved one's life. You all were there. Your legacy was there. You will continue that legacy. And in those times, some of the details fade, but the care, empathy, and presence that you provide has been unforgettable. As Dr. Heiser kind of alluded to, and my apology to any physician that's in the room, I don't remember those guys. I remember the nursing staff and the care that's provided at the bedside. So I thank you for that. And all of that is the transformation that you're about to experience. So just in a short time, you'll receive a lamp. That lamp is more than a symbol. It represents the light that you now carry forward. It's a commitment to bring calm into chaos, comfort into fear, and clarity into uncertainty. The journey ahead is going to challenge you. There'll be long days and long nights, difficult decisions, and moments that test your resolve. There'll be quiet victories, moments of connection, healing, and humanity that only you will fully understand. In those moments, it'll be your steady hands, your knowledge, and your compassion that makes a difference. So what begins tonight is not an ending. It really is a beginning of service, of purpose, and of impact. The light that you carry from here will reach farther than you can ever imagine, touching patients, families, and communities in ways that'll last a lifetime. So as we begin this ceremony, take a minute to reflect on how far that you've come and look forward to the difference that you're about to make. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. Thank you all for being here to support these amazing soon-to-be nurses. I am so honored to have been chosen to speak at their pinning ceremony tonight. My name is Lena Cordes. I am one of the nursing faculty here at CCC. I've been an educator for 2 years now, so this is actually the very first class I ever taught in my career, so they hold a very special place in my heart. I feel like we really bonded that semester. I was equally as nervous as you all, but excited for what the future would bring. My turn to you guys now. While I was your teacher, you guys taught me so much. You showed me grace when I would have mistakes in my PowerPoints. You demonstrated kindness when I fumbled on a skills lab. You supported me, giving me positive feedback when I needed it most. You taught me how to be confident in myself as an educator, and that is something I'll be forever grateful for. Throughout that first semester, I got to watch you blossom. Your confidence, your critical thinking, your clinical judgment, it all grew. Seeing your aha moments and making those connections between textbook and real life made me excited, and I've been honored to watch you grow over these last 4 semesters. I've watched you support one another and go above and beyond to take care of each other, helping one another learn and master the content. Myself and the other faculty are so impressed by the exponential growth that you have all made, and it's been so awesome to watch you guys progress through the program. As you move forward in your career, hold on to that resilience you showed in the classroom. There will definitely be times in the beginning where you feel like a first semester nursing student all over again, but remember how much you've already overcome that led you to be here tonight, graduating from nursing school. Remember to trust your judgment, never stop asking the whys, and always know that you have people cheering you on, including us. You guys are just the best, and we had such a blast. Thank you for being my first class. All of us faculty and staff are beyond proud of you all. I know you're going to make amazing nurses. Congratulations. Thank you.
Wow. Praise God. This was really hard and almost impossible for me to do, but we did it. Welcome, family and friends, and thanks for everyone who supported us through this journey. It has not been an easy one. I want to thank my colleagues for asking me to speak today, because beside me is a group of highly educated, experienced people of strong character. Many of them juggled raising a family, becoming new parents, and working part-time or even full-time jobs throughout nursing school. This group of future nurses are the kind of people that you want by your bedside of your loved one at school, with your sick child, by your side during a difficult labor, in the OR of a high-stakes surgery, and so many other places that nurses bring love and calmness to. I'm honored to call them my friends. Together, we've built lifelong friendships rooted in academic stress. We faced 2 years of social isolation, financial instability, post-test mental breakdowns, early mornings, long days, and at times a lot of self-doubt. But overall, nursing school wasn't that bad. This took more sacrifices than we could have ever anticipated in order for us to call ourselves nurses, and we did it. We couldn't have made it without the help of our dedicated professors. Professor Cordes was easy to relate to as she stepped into her new role as a first-year instructor, and we stepped into our new role as first-time nursing students. Professor Rausch always had stories of her own and experiences for us to learn from. You know, ED med-surg type of situations. Professor Rudd, an expert nurse of many fields. Experience like hers cannot be taught from a textbook. It is earned through years of caring for others, advocating for patients, and mentoring younger nurses. Professor Campbell, she taught more than clinical skills. You taught us resilience during difficult moments, professionalism under pressure, and the importance of treating every patient with dignity and humanity. The lessons you shared will continue through every life your students touch throughout our careers. She truly cared about each and every one of us as individuals and pointed us in the direction of self-care when we were unraveling. All things mental health, dollars to donuts, that's your lady. We are grateful for the patients and families who allowed us to be students and to learn from their illnesses, from their hard times. Together, we step into our communities excited with the promise of doing good for the patients we encounter. We must remember nursing is not just a profession, it's a promise to show up when people are scared, hurting, and vulnerable. As you move forward, we'll remember our knowledge will not just heal bodies, but our compassion will heal people. Thank you, everybody.
Right in here, right? Hi. We need to find our. Right here, this is what I want. Hello, everyone. So great to be here with you all. It's a very exciting evening for you all and for us. Before giving out the Student of the Year award, we would like to honor the nominees with a letter of recognition. So when I call your name up, please come up to receive your letter, and then you may return to your seat. So our first nominee is Ethan Bossert. And I just want to give a special shout out for all those times with CNA students coming up at the peaks when you were working there way back when, always helping our CNA students. Thank you. Our next nominee is Alette Breton. And again, one of my several years back, CNA students. It's been a great ride watching you accomplish all this.
Thank
you. And the student of the year chosen by faculty is Megan Parker. I'm just going to speak to this a moment. Megan Parker was selected by faculty members to receive this award in recognition of her hard work, dedication, and commitment to academic success. Megan consistently demonstrates a strong work ethic and a genuine passion for learning. Megan is a leader both inside and outside of the classroom, setting a positive example for her peers. She approaches challenges with confidence and determination, never hesitating to step up and give her best effort. Congratulations, Megan, on the Student of the Year Award.
Okay, I have the honor of recognizing the Student of the Year chosen by classmates, Analia Grubb. Analia's classmates have recognized her for being a dedicated and resilient student whose quiet strength and determination served to set her apart. While adapting to a new culture, Analia worked to master the language and communication skills essential to nursing, always committed to her continued growth. Analia took ownership of her role as capstone student in the PACU, where she continued to thrive and shine. Congratulations, Analia, on this Student of the Year award.
Good evening. Our first student being pinned this evening is Ethan Bossard. Ethan is being pinned by his significant other, Abby Lewis. Ethan plans on working at Flagstaff Medical Center in the emergency department. Eventually, he wants to become a nurse practitioner to further care for his community. Our next student being pinned this evening is Alette Breton. Ilette is being pinned by her husband, Armando Breton. Ilette plans to pursue a career in outpatient surgical center after graduation. She has decided to take some time with her family while studying to take the NCLEX exam. Our next student being pinned this evening is Abby Dreyfus. Abby is being pinned by her mom, Teresa Dreyfus. Abby plans to start her nursing career at Flagstaff Medical Center in the special care nursery. She has always had a strong passion for caring for women and children and is excited to learn and grow as a special care nursery nurse. The next student being pinned this evening is Rennie Galindo. Rennie is being pinned by her child, Vi Galindo. Rennie will be joining her first medical mission to Malaga, Colombia in June. Upon return, she will begin INMAT's graduate diploma program in international nursing and public health. She plans to find a position in Boulder, Colorado, where she can gain experience and volunteer with medical missions around the world. The next student being pinned this evening is Carla L. Garcia. Carla is being pinned by her sister, Alexa Garcia. After graduation, Carla looks forward to continuing her nursing career in behavioral health as a foundation for advanced practice in nursing. She plans to pursue becoming a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner while also developing expertise in forensic nursing. Ultimately, her long-term goal is to continue advancing her education and expertise towards becoming a certified nurse anesthetist, providing safe, high-quality, compassionate care. Our next student being pinned this evening is Virginia Gonzalez-Parra. Virginia is being pinned by her mother, Veronica, and father, Eladio. Virginia plans to begin her nursing career at Northern Arizona Healthcare in the Labor and Delivery Unit or the Cardiovascular ICU. She is excited to care for community during life's first moments and the critical stages of care. She is excited for her nursing journey ahead. The next student being pinned this evening is Analia Grubb. Analia is being pinned by her daughter, Annabella, and son, Owen. Analia is planning to begin her journey as a registered nurse at Flagstaff Medical Center in the Medical Surgical Department. She looks forward to serving the community and that has supported her through her education. The next student being pinned this evening is Alexis Handy. Alexis is being pinned by her niece, Rylan Reyes. After graduation, Alexis plans to explore the diverse opportunities within the nursing profession. She will remain steadfast in her mission to provide compassionate care and make positive and meaningful impacts on the lives of her patients. Our next student being pinned this evening is Savannah Jane Jackson. Savannah is being pinned by her mom, Patty Jackson. Savannah would like to continue her education journey to become a nurse practitioner. She will continue to serve her community at cancer centers of Northern Arizona as an RN. Our next student being pinned this evening is Tira May Jean. Tira is being pinned by her mom, Sharon, and her son, Sydney. Tira started at Flagstaff Medical Center 13 years ago as a PCT on the orthopedic unit. This July will begin a new role as a new graduate nurse on the Kendrick orthopedic unit, building on years of dedication and growth. She will continue advancing her career in education by pursuing her BSN this fall. next student being pinned this evening is Lakota Jones. Lakota is being pinned by his mother, Sherry Jones. Lakota's mother inspired him to become a nurse, although he may never forgive her for it. She has always been an example of resilience. She worked 2 jobs while raising a family by herself and completed nursing school at a college in California. Our next student being pinned this evening is Charity Lund. Charity is being pinned by her husband, Alexander Lund. After graduation, Charity plans to begin her career as a registered nurse, serving her community while continuing to grow in knowledge and skills. Her long-term goal is to become a school nurse where she can support the health, safety, and well-being of students. She hopes to give back to her community by promoting healthy habits, providing care, and helping children succeed both in and outside of the classroom. Our next student being pinned this evening is David Martin. David is being pinned by his friend Savannah. After graduation, David plans to begin his nursing career in the surgical trauma ICU or the emergency department. Ultimately, his goal is to become a flight nurse. Our next student being pinned this evening is Taylor Massey. Taylor is being pinned by her mom, Janelle Massey. After graduation, Taylor plans to begin her nursing career at Flagstaff Medical Center. She has accepted a position on 3 West, the neuro-stroke unit, and she hopes to continue expanding in knowledge and experience as a nurse. Ultimately, her goal is to work in pediatrics. Our next student being pinned this evening is Taylor Ashley Minks. Taylor is being pinned by her husband, Riker Minks, and her sons, Atlas and Bjorn Minks. Taylor has spent the last 2 years working as a tech on the pediatric unit at Flagstaff Medical Center and hopes to continue her career as a new graduate nurse. She will graduate with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing from Grand Canyon University this summer and plans to further pursue her education to become a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner. One day, Taylor dreams of returning to Hawaii with her family to continue her career while serving the community she calls home. Our next student being pinned this evening is Jasmine Nuevo. Jasmine will be being pinned by her mother, Sylvia Nuevo. Jasmine will begin her journey as a registered nurse at Flagstaff Medical Center on the Kendrick unit. She's excited to continue to grow in the field of nursing while caring for the community that she lives in. Our next student being pinned this evening is Megan Rose Parker. Megan is being pinned by her husband, Ryan Parker. Megan has not yet decided on what her future will hold, but is excited to explore all the possibilities available to her as a new graduate nurse. Our next student being pinned is Jared Smith. Jared is being pinned by his partner, DeLacy Whitnebell. Jared is unsure of what the future holds, but is excited to explore the opportunities available to him as a new graduate nurse. Our next student being pinned is Tyler Sargent. Tyler is being pinned by his wife Christina and his daughter Evelyn. Tyler plans to start his nursing career at Flagstaff Medical Center. He's looking forward to less time studying and more time focusing on being a father, husband, and a friend. Our next student being pinned this evening is Emily Workman. Emily is being pinned by her fiance, Aaron McHenry. After graduation, Emily is getting married and anticipates graduating from Grand Canyon University with her MSN in October. She plans to pursue a career in critical care nursing and has accepted a position in the PCU at Flagstaff Medical Center, with her future goal of obtaining her CRNA. And that concludes the pinning part. Thank you.
We would like to invite our graduating class to come forward for the candle lighting ceremony. History was made during the Crimean War when Florence Nightingale took 38 women to Turkey to nurse sick and wounded British soldiers. Florence Nightingale was the only woman allowed to nurse the men at night and became known as the Lady with the Lamp. As a tribute to Florence's dedication, the lamp icon became a symbol of nursing.
The lamp will always shine brightly as a symbol of the care and devotion the nurse administers to the sick and injured in the practice of nursing. At CCC, our nursing students honor the dedication of Florence Nightingale and the generations of nurses to follow her, and symbolically carry the ideals for which she stood in this candle lighting portion of the pinning ceremony.
With full knowledge of the responsibilities that I am undertaking, I solemnly pledge myself to the profession of nursing and the service of humanity. I will endeavor to practice with the highest standards of respect for human dignity. I will maintain to honor my profession's noble traditions, and I will work to uphold and advance its standards. The total health of my patients will be my priority, and I will provide equal care to every person in my care, no matter cultural or personal differences. With full awareness of my qualifications and limitations, I will endeavor to keep my professional knowledge and skills at the highest level and give my support and cooperation to all members of the healthcare team. I make these promises solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
All right, this is the last speech you'll hear tonight. I'll make it short, I promise. Oh. Congratulations. I am really proud of you all. You just melt my heart. You know, we, meaning me and your instructors, we've spent hundreds of hours teaching you in the classroom, in the skills lab, in the clinical, teaching you patient-centered care, clinical judgment. Have you heard that enough? But recently, life actually decided to give me a pop quiz. I found myself in a hospital bed a couple of weeks ago, wearing, you know, one of those gowns that just doesn't quite fit right. I lost my modesty, unfortunately, when you're in the hospital. But I was looking at healthcare from a different point of view, from the patients. It's really a vulnerable place to be. And I want you to know that in that space, I saw lots of nurses. But the people who actually made me feel safe, the ones who anticipated what I needed, were the CCC graduates. And even some of our current students who were on shift as CNAs, they took care of me. I saw the difference firsthand, and I agree, CCC nurses are the best. Yep. And I hear it all the time, and I'm like, you're so kind, thank you so much. But, you know, those aren't just kind words, those are facts. It's almost like there's a specific kind of CCC DNA that you all have. It's a mix of being incredibly sharp, technically skilled, but also just being human. And not for a, you know, I saw you in action, and it wasn't for a grade this time. It was actually for, you know, for real life. And being cared for by CCC graduates was the greatest gift I could have received. It's made me incredibly proud and humbled to say that I've had the opportunity to have a part in your nursing education, and more importantly, just being able to know each of you. So as you head out today, please don't feel like you have to be perfect or have every single answer. Just keep being the kind of nurses I saw when I was in that bed. Be the person who stays in the room for an extra 30 seconds, and be the one who listens. To families and friends, thank you. Thank you for sticking by them so they could get to this moment. On behalf of everyone at CCC, thank you for letting us be a part of your story. Congratulations, nursing class of 2026. This concludes the pinning ceremony. There are refreshments in the back, so please go eat, celebrate, and give these nurses a hug.